An early Christmas present for a Broward man after his tax return check was stolen.
Uncle Sam told him he was out of luck, but now unexpected change after he called local 10 News investigator Jeff Weinsier. Jeff is live with this update.
Ladies, always awesome when we can help someone who has hit a roadblock get their money back. And in this case, we're talking about $24,509. Did you ever think you were going to see this money?
Honestly, I thought I was out of luck. You know, I almost gave up on the situation.
But Roberto Su made one last call to us.
I called and reached out to you, Jeff, because I was at the point that there was no help.
Today, the federal government has finally made him whole after his $24,509 tax return check was stolen and cashed earlier this year. Su has spent months and months trying to cut the government red tape.
The Department of Treasury just threw me to the side and there was no help, no assistance. I reached out to an attorney. They wanted $6,000, $7,000 just to take the case.
We first reported and talked to Su back in August.
I'm not asking for a handout. I'm just asking them to do what's right.
Su told us when his tax return didn't arrive earlier this year, he called the IRS to inquire. He was told that it was sent and it was cashed at this Lake Worth check cashing store. A police investigation showed this man used a fake ID with Su's info on it to cash the check. Su spent months providing Department of Treasury investigators with signature comparisons to the forged signature on the check. The Department of Treasury told Su, based on a, quote, opinion rendered by a document analyst, his claim was denied, that the signatures were similar. He appealed. That was denied. We contacted Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz's office. They have case managers that deal with this stuff. What were you able to do that he wasn't?
Well, we were able to get more directly to the right people for him and make sure that the pieces of evidence that were necessary to prove that the money was actually stolen, and then also to help him get through the process of the bank's appeal.
It took Wasserman Schultz's office months, but in the end, today...
All of a sudden, they told me it was going to be as a direct deposit. Opened one day, my checking account, and I almost cried.
Should people have to go through us and you to get to this point?
Ideally, no, but in defense of the IRS, I mean, they don't have enough personnel to be dealing with and stay ahead of the massive fraud that is technologically able to be committed.
A special shout out to Mike in the Congresswoman's office. He's the one who really got it done. Wasserman Schultz says she is helping several others who are in the very same spot. And as far as that person who cashed the original check up in Lake Worth, at this point, no arrests have been made. We're live this afternoon in Pembroke Park. Jeff Weinsier, Local 10 News.